And let's just hold it. Oh, what a move! Welcome to the 2023 Australian Grand Prix, but it's not as you know it, because we're here in Adelaide in Australia for an alternate version of the Australian Grand Prix. We're in Oscar Piastri's McLaren, the homeboy, and we're going to see how this circuit fares with some 2023 cars. We're just going to suss out how we do the lap, and then we'll stick some AI here and get a race going. I feel like the race may go pretty badly in this first sector, because my god, it's tight. And those curbs, they're insane. Like, are they still, anyone who watches, like, you know, other, you know, stock cars or whatever that still come to Adelaide, are the curbs still this big? Because I think this is the 2011 version of Adelaide, as I get that all crossed up with a bit of a screen freeze for good measure. Yeah, this is the 2011 version of Adelaide, but these curbs are huge. Like, you cannot touch them. I think that curb on the right just there, I think that's maybe the flattest curb of them all. The rest of them pretty much a no-go, basically, if you want to actually keep going with some good momentum around this circuit. You know, with these wide cars, I don't know what kind of chaos we'll get in the race, but let's see how we do on our hot lap first of all, as I try and wind up the confidence to go flat out in some of these corners, which I'm sure back in the day when we used to come here in F1 cars weren't so flat out. But this Sector 1 is very, very tricky. Mickey Mouse sort of just left and right. High is like 4th gear maybe at a push. And then you can finally open the taps up on this back straight, not without hitting that huge curb on the left. DRS open. I think I'm going to close it for the right-hander though, just in case, because there is a humongous curb on the inside that could kill you. So I'm just going to let off there and then brake now. Big curb on the inside, big curb on the outside, having to really turn the wheel and work it in 2nd gear. Easy does it. Just about to slow that down. And then with the modern cars, we can go flat out through this tiny kink, basically, into the hairpin. And that is a lap of Adelaide at somewhat full pelt. But we're just going to send it and get straight into a race and see how this alternate Australian Grand Prix works out for us. Got a 17-car grid here at the back, 5 laps. Can we even survive the opening lap? I guess we're going to find out. I mean, that's more of a question for the AI rather than myself. I've delayed my start in preparation for utter just devastation into this first corner, to be honest, because it's so tight. I've seen onboards from, like, you know, when F1 used to come, and so many people just used to run over that exit curb! The hat! Well, okay. Welcome to the Adelaide Car Park Simulator 2023. As I was saying, I've seen some onboards from Adelaide, some of the races, and the amount of time people just cut the first corner because it was simply too tight at the race start, basically. It's ridiculous, but it seems like with these wider 23 cars, the issue is not the first turn. That's actually pretty okay, it seems like. Oh no, I spoke too soon. There's a rogue Red Bull there, doing everyone a favour by not dominating the field, but it seems to be this corner and the bump that is an issue. The Ferrari has a bit of a mare, but actually, to be fair, as a second attempt, we've all made it quite cleanly, you know, so we can actually go on and have a bit of a race, but it is kind of very single file in this first sector, you know, giving me big Monaco vibes, Baku vibes, Singapore vibes. Not really much we can do as I go wide and have to take to the escape road over the large curb to keep it going. But now we can maybe open up the taps a little bit. I'm going to close DRS. Go for... Oh my! Alpine! What is going on? My life flashed before my eyes. Thank God there's no damage. Oh, the Alpine's dialed me back down the inside though. Okay. These AI are a bit punchy, you know. They're actually, they're a bit aggressive. Didn't expect that from the Alpine. Fair play. I mean, I guess I did overtake him by wall riding a bit, so only fair he can have a go at me to come back at me. But let's now try and get in a groove as we end lap 1 and see how far up the order we can get. DRS gaining. Do I dare sling one down the inside? I'm going to go for it on the Alpine. It's close. Oh! I think his nose was still there, but I didn't see him in the rear view mirror, so I just turned in like nothing was happening, and I think he got pinched in, but it's fine. He should have let me have the corner at that point, and here we can't really do much. I'm tempted to try I wanted to go down the inside there, but it's not going to work. Maybe through this right hand. If I take a wide line, does that open? Okay, that opens up the corner way more if I go wide on purpose. Then come through for the move on the Mercedes of, I think that's Russell. And let's just hold it. Oh, what a move! Oh, lovely overtake on the Mercedes car. Commitment needed through there. And we kept our wits about us. And now we're side by side with the Aston. This is sick. Sick racing in the last sector. Good stuff there. We know we can go somewhat flat out here. Looks like the AI are lifting off. Because I assume the AI line is determined by some other cars rather than F1 cars that have the downforce. But now on the Ferrari up. I don't know what position we are actually in. I think it may be around P3. I want to say. I think P3. I think these are the top two. Or maybe not. On the inside of the Red Bull. Oh, we're going to make a Sector 1 overtake. Oh, the Red Bull comes back. Wheel-to-wheel stuff. Can we keep it in? Is that Red Bull still there? Yes, it is. Oh, my. This is turning into an epic. I've never had such a long battle with a Assetto Corsa AI. That was quite impressive, actually, especially in the tight circumstances. But now we have the determination to keep off foot planted through this right-hander, avoid the curb, avoid the wall, and get up into P2 and P1. It's the man of the hour, it seems, in Formula 1, Fernando Alonso. Right, Piastri v Alonso. Okay, now look, there was a lot of, obviously shenanigans with Alpine, McLaren, Aston involving these two. But can we try and get the homeboy some redemption? Alonso blocks this off, defends very well. Going on to lap 4. Can we get the move done? Going to go to the outside. Alonso's still there, I think. Going to have to give him the room, otherwise that's going to end in disaster. I've had to go over the curb, and he keeps P1. Right, we're coming back at you, boy. We're coming back at you. Sector 1. Oh, God! No! Don't get greedy, Arab. Don't get greedy. We've been doing so well so far at not cocking up any large part of Sector 1. Went a little bit wide on lap 1, but that was fine. Now, take the wide line here on the outside. Oh, Alonso's vaulted the curb. I've had to mount it to keep it side by side. Right, let's go. Let's go, Fernando. Do we dare keep it side by side? I'm going to turn DRS off because the curb's there. Close stuff. Close stuff. And now we can just enjoy Adelaide for what it is. Let's make the last lap a good one, eh? Let's try and... I want to try and go as quick as we can. Let's see what we can do on the last lap. Right. Hard brake. Second gear. Lovely. Flat. Pretty much midway through that corner. That was really good. And then brake there. Ease it in. Use a bit of curb to turn. Going to keep in third gear. Turn in early because there's a lot of understeer there. Then when it turns to yellow, that's when we turn in. Use the outside bit to get a better line through here. Lovely. Bit of curb on the exit. But hooked that up pretty nicely. This is actually pretty satisfying, It is... if this was on the official F1 go... Oh, mama! The one time I left DRS open. No. Okay, that ruined a pretty good lap. That would have been a pretty sick lap. Okay, little bit of a spin to end it. I was gonna say, if this was on the official F1 game, Sector 1 would be so frustrating versus the AI in like My Team career mode or whatever. But as circuits go, it's got a nice flow to it once you get the hang of it. I do think Melbourne obviously just feels a lot better to drive when you're in the groove of it because it's a bit faster. You don't have like a Sector 1 where it's so tight and narrow, but you get some good racing here. There's a couple of corners that really invite some good overtakes. So that has been our alternative 2023 Australian Grand Prix at Adelaide with a bunch of 23 cars. Guys, if you have enjoyed the video, be sure to hit the like button. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. And if you're around here, then do get subscribed for weekly Formula 1 content. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye. Adelaide, the other Australian Grand Prix circuit we used to come to in Formula 1. This specifically, I think, is Adelaide from 2011, and that is not the right way. This is going to take some getting used to. In Oscar Piastri's McLaren, because of course we have to be the homeboy, but I am going to get so lost Where are we going? So lost in this circuit. I should probably look at the map a bit more.